What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Ayer cut video. It's been a while, but there have been some interesting developments come out about how the Ayer cut timeline was changed heavily by Geoff, mainly with how Robin's death was changed and, well, who actually is to blame. So if you're new, then please do drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you did enjoy the video. With that out of the way, let's dive in. As you recall, in Batman vs Superman, we had a blink and you'll miss it shot of Robin's costume with a spray painted message on it saying, "Ha ha ha, joke's on you, Batman." Now, as a comic reader, to me, that screams a strong Jason Todd storyline there. Jason Todd was the Robin after Dick Grayson decided to move on from being the Boy Wonder, but unfortunately Jason Todd was not popular, and DC even had a poll to see if the audience wanted him to actually die. And well, they did actually want him to die. Yeah, F in the chat, boys. He was killed by the Joker in the now iconic storyline A Death in the Family. He was not liked, but was revived in this 2005 storyline Under the Red Hood. However, this is not Jason Todd. It was actually Dick Grayson. Yes, that Dick Grayson, the iconic Dick Grayson who became Nightwing and arguably is the greatest Robin of all time. Zack Snyder said that the death of Dick Grayson would have led to a female Robin, Carrie Kelly. She debuted in The Dark Knight Returns is pretty much what Batman vs Superman was based on, to be honest. However, Ayer has said that his timeline for the death of Robin has changed immensely and is adamant that his Joker was actually comic book accurate. So what changed? In Suicide Squad, it is revealed that Harley Quinn actually was an accomplice in the murder of Robin. The very same murder that was hinted at in Batman vs Superman, but this was not originally the case, and Geoff added the little tagline in there where it says accomplice to the murder of Robin, or to that effect, and well, changed everything for pretty much the worse. So Ayer on Twitter said that Geoff had added that part in Suicide Squad, and pretty much this messed up his timeline, making it go all out of whack. Now, in the Ayer cut, we spent a lot more time with Joker as nearly all of his scenes were cut from the movie. Ayer believes that Leto was given a raw deal when it comes to criticism, and yes, if you've not seen 3/4 of his actual role or every single scene, yes, you are getting a bit of a raw deal there if it's not the thing that he wanted. Now, how does Geoff adding Harley to the murder of the Boy Wonder change things? Well, in Ayer's storyline, the Joker killed Robin all on his own, and quite rightly, Batman went mad and beat the Joker half to death, knocking his teeth out and deforming him, locking him up over there in Arkham Asylum, which we saw in the flashbacks in Suicide Squad. This then led to the Joker having capped teeth and tattoos, and this is the reasoning behind the damaged tattoo that is on his forehead. It is a reminder to Batman that Bruce damaged him and is why he is in Arkham Asylum in the first place. He then goes on to manipulate the young psychotherapist Harleen Quinzel, and well, then she goes on to be Harley Quinn, and then they subsequently escape together, and then she falls in the acid, and that was that. This makes so much sense, and why this actually adds real gravitas as to why Batman saves her and Joker leaves her for dead. It completely changes everything, and I think it works so much better. By adding this bit in, the editors and Geoff wrecked the timeline and ruined the Joker and Harley story, which was a real shame as she is a sympathetic character, to be honest. But if she killed the Boy Wonder, is she really that sympathetic at all? Well, no, because she is essentially a child killer. Now, interestingly, her and Diablo actually have a discussion there where she mentions that he kills kids, and she says, or he says that, well, you did it as well. So that's very interesting there, to be honest. By adding this bit in, it not only breaks the timeline, but it changes how the Joker and Harley work, because the Joker is inherently evil and made Harley Quinn who she is, all because Batman messed him up and locked him up without even thinking twice. Of course, Batman doesn't kill, even if his Boy Wonder has been killed as well. Now, in the Death in the Family storyline, Harley wasn't there, and it was all about how the Joker was finally kind of break the bat. He's done that multiple times, trying to break people, like in The Killing Joke as well. He obviously kind of almost mortally wounded Barbara Gordon there, but it was all about trying to break Gordon. This was, again, trying to, sort of break Batman as well, but it just doesn't work. Having Harley there removes all the gravitas of having that situation and Joker being evil as a kind of absolute, and then Harley going on to kind of be under his wing later on. It kind of removes everything. If this is retconned in the Ayer cut, then it would make so much more sense as to why the Joker had those tattoos and the grill, and it wasn't just some sort of edgy take on the Crown Prince of Crime, but a story decision, one that actually makes sense in a sort of comic book accurate way, because he is evolving through all the different looks in the comics. Ayer actually replied to an image of the Joker and Leto, or at least Leto's Joker, of each different look throughout the comics. And yes, they are comic book accurate, and we would have seen this evolution in the Suicide Squad. But this isn't what we got. And I really do hope that we get the Ayer cut at some point. So I do implore you all, let me know down in the comments, do you want the Ayer cut? And also please do tweet the movement as well. Release the Ayer cut as well, because if we got the Snyder cut, we can get the Ayer cut as well. So I hope you enjoyed that and kind of looking as to what the original death of Robin was supposed to be and the original story of the Joker as well, because, well, unfortunately, it is proven the point here that too many cooks have spoiled the broth, which is a shame because Geoff Johns is an iconic creator of comics, and it's just odd that someone like that who knows the characters of DC so inside and out would make such an upside down decision there to ruin the timeline. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the video, please do give it a like, and as well, please do subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you soon, and goodbye.